told your friend you're not okay.
Step 1. Wake up. Step 2. Fuel your day with something good. Step 3. Get ready. Because what you're about to witness isn't just a moment, it's a story that lingers. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Top K-Pop, where every detail matters and every moment becomes a memory you won't forget. Jungkook's presence in Tokyo once again proves that a true star doesn't need a grand stage to shine. Even before BTS's big concert officially began, the atmosphere was already different. The Soundcheck, which is usually a closed-off session, turned into a lively conversation among fans. It was as if, without realizing it, the technical session transformed into an emotional, meaningful performance. Inside the magnificent Tokyo Dome, Jungkook appeared with an aura that immediately caught the eye. No over-the-top costumes, no flashy accessories, just a simple all-black outfit. But it emphasized his natural charisma. A snug black shirt, paired with loose pants and a hat that slightly covered his face, created a mysterious yet alluring impression. In that simplicity, a charm that was difficult to describe radiated. Despite it being just a soundcheck session, the atmosphere inside the venue was alive. The fans fortunate enough to witness the moment couldn't hide their amazement. Every step Jungkook took, no matter how small, was greeted with enthusiastic cheers. As he walked to the center of the stage, carrying a red microphone that contrasted sharply with his dark outfit, that small detail became a powerful visual symbol, as if emphasizing that he was the center of attention that night. Jungkook's facial expression was calm, yet full of emotion. He didn't say much, but every movement carried meaning. A simple wave, a faint smile, or even a brief glance at the audience. All felt so personal. Many fans described the moment as intimate, as if the distance between idol and fan had completely disappeared. During the vocal check, Jungkook's voice sounded stable, clear, and full of character. Without any additional effects, his vocal quality remained captivating, proving his consistency as a world-class performer. He didn't just sing, but truly felt every note he struck. This added to the emotional atmosphere. Even for a rehearsal session, the stage lights, still in the testing phase, created an unexpectedly dramatic atmosphere. Jungkook's silhouette under the imperfect lighting looked like a still from a cinematic film. There was beauty emerging from the imperfections, and Jungkook was the center of the artistic visuals. What made this moment even more special was how Jungkook maintained his high level of professionalism, even though this wasn't the main performance. He walked from one side of the stage to the other, ensuring every corner was ready for use. He occasionally communicated with the crew, demonstrating solid teamwork and incredible attention to detail. From microphone position to direction of gaze, everything was meticulously considered. Japanese fans, known for their attention to detail, couldn't stop praising Jungkook's performance. They marveled at how he still looked amazing even without a lavish stage costume. This was clear proof that true charisma doesn't come from what one wears, but from how one carries themselves. It didn't take long for video clips from the soundcheck to spread widely on social media. Within hours, the clips went viral, garnering millions of views worldwide. Jungkook's name once again dominated global trending topics. Even fans watching from a screen felt the same energy, a testament to Jungkook's appeal transcending space and distance. There was something different about Jungkook's aura in Japan this time. Many said there was a stronger emotional depth, perhaps due to the special connection between BTS and their fans there. The constant cheers from the audience seemed to fuel Jungkook, and he responded in subtle ways. A small smile, a slow nod, or simply a meaningful look. When the music started playing, Jungkook immediately fell into the rhythm. His movements synchronized with the beat, displaying incredible control and confidence. Even when just trying out a light choreography, every step was fluid and full of energy. He never did anything half-heartedly, even during practice sessions. What should have been a simple sound check turned into a profound experience. Many fans felt like they weren't just watching a rehearsal, but were witnessing the most honest side of an artist. As time went on, Jungkook's interactions with fans grew warmer. He waved more casually, even occasionally joking with small gestures. These moments created a closer, more human atmosphere, far removed from the formality of a major concert. The energy that had built up during soundcheck seemed to never truly dissipate. Even after the session ended, the echoes of cheers lingered, lingering in every corner of the venue. Many remained standing in their places, trying to replay every moment of what had just happened in their minds. Because for them, this moment with Jungkook wasn't just a spectacle, it was a deeply moving experience. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere was no less intense. Jungkook was seen preparing with the same focus as before. The only noticeable difference was one thing. This time, the emotional energy he had built during soundcheck carried over. He wasn't starting from scratch, but rather building on the feelings he had already created with the fans. This is what made the entire journey leading up to the main concert feel like one cohesive storyline, not disparate pieces. As part of BTS, Jungkook understands that every small detail has a huge impact. He double-checked the stage position, tried out various blocking techniques, and ensured that every step would feel right for the audience at every angle. But what set him apart was how he did all of this with feeling, not just technique. Some of the crew members around the stage even seemed more in sync with Jungkook's work rhythm. Communication that had previously seemed formal now became more fluid. A sense of trust was building, as if everyone there understood that they were preparing something special, something that would not only be seen but also felt. Outside the venue, the wave of euphoria continued to spread. The previously viral soundcheck video now sparked even greater curiosity among global fans. Many began to speculate, would the same emotional aura be present at the main concert? Or would it evolve into something even more intense? Back on stage, the lighting was now more stable than during the soundcheck. Interestingly, however, some of the dramatic elements that had appeared accidentally earlier were retained. Jungkook's silhouette, which had once looked like a movie scene, now seemed part of the planned visual concept. This shows that even spontaneous moments can transform into artistic inspiration. As Jungkook returned to center stage for his final tryout, a subtle change was palpable. His gaze was sharper, his steps more assured, and his aura much stronger. Where before he seemed relaxed and natural, he now began to reveal the side of a performer fully ready to take over the stage. But what remained unchanged was the way he connected with fans. Even without much direct interaction, an emotional thread remained. It was as if the soundcheck had opened the door to a deeper connection, and the main concert was just a continuation of that connection. Some fans who still vividly remember Jungkook's wave and faint smile during the soundcheck began to feel like they were part of something more personal. That among thousands of people, there were small moments that felt like they were meant just for them. And therein lies Jungkook's true power. He doesn't just perform to be seen, but is there to be felt. He doesn't just create a show, but build a lifelong experience in the hearts of his fans. As the hours ticked toward the main concert, one thing became increasingly clear. What happened at soundcheck wasn't just an opening act, but the foundation of a much bigger night. The energy, emotion, and connections already established were now ready to reach their peak. So when the lights finally dimmed and the opening music began, fans wouldn't be starting from scratch. They would be continuing the journey they began at soundcheck with Jungkook. A journey that is slowly turning into unforgettable memories. And as always, stay tuned with Top K-pop, because every second of this journey isn't just meant to be witnessed, but to be experienced beyond memory.